Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. Billionaire Robert F. Smith have decided to pay Morehouse student loans for 2019. This article comes from USA Today. Robert F. Smith paid Morehouse student loans. What about those of us without a billionaire? Um, and on on the graduation day, you know, Robert Smith says that he's going to pay every student body in 2019 their student loan debt, which is great for him. I'm going to go ahead and read this. It says, for about 400 new graduates, years of devoting a portion of their paycheck to student loan disappeared Sunday in an instant. For thousands more who graduate this month, the burden of paying off debt begins. Billionaire Robert F. Smith announced Sunday at Morehouse College's commencement ceremony he will use his own wealth to wipe the slate clean for the hundreds of students graduating from the historically black college. The new graduates cheered, many including working adults still paying back their own loans look on it with envy. Smith's gift will change the lives of the Morehouse graduates, but it is a drop in the nation's ocean of student debt. The national student loan debt stands at about $1.6 trillion, according to data from the Federal Reserve System. This is really great. This is a great thing for, students that don't have to worry about, paying their student loans. And it took a Morehouse, alumni like Billionaire Robert Smith that was nice enough to pay off those debts. And I'm going to continue reading this. It says the average student graduates with about $28,500 in student loan debt, according to the Institute of College Assets and Success. Most federal student loans have 10-year terms, though people struggling to repay have options to extend the length of their loans while paying less. What is worse for Morehouse students, the roughly 400 Morehouse graduates will start further ahead than the rest of the nation's 44 million borrowers. But they might have been further behind. Research shows black students generally have higher amounts of debt as well as a higher default rate. The average student at Morehouse, according to the federal government, graduates with about $26,000 in debt, but that wouldn't take into account private loans students may have taken out. One college official told the Associated Press the Morehouse students had $30,000 to $40,000 in debt, though one student said he had nearly $200,000 in loans. How much Smith will actually pay off is unclear, but the gift has been estimated at up to $40 million. Unbelievable. It also unclear if the gift will pay off loans the graduate parents might have taken on their students' behalf. And it says, what about the rest of the country? Stories of the rich and powerful covering student college costs often generates plenty of buzz. In 2017, rapper Nicki Minaj made headlines after agreeing to help high-performing students cover the cost of their education. In 2018, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg donated $1.8 billion to his alma mater, Johns Hopkins University. The goal was to ensure any student accepted at the elite university would not need to take out a loan to support their education. Such is the public's obsession with student loans that there's even a game show, Payoff, aimed directly at paying off people's loans. These types of gifts are flashy, but they benefit only a silver of the 10 of millions of borrowers still paying back their loans. So Democratic presidential hopefuls have started incorporating the idea of free college and debt forgiveness into their platforms. Senator Elizabeth Warren has the most aggressive plan, which includes erasing up to $50,000 in debt for qualifying borrowers. Julian Castro, former San Antonio mayor and cabinet secretary under President Barack Obama, wants to base student loan payments on what a person earns. Some say Elizabeth Warren's plan will benefit the rich most. So, and that's the end of the article. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, this is a great thing for students that has to owe back student loans. Now, the Morehouse, students, they don't have to pay, they don't really don't have to worry about have to pay student loans because of Robert Smith. And we need people like Robert Smith. But the question, the question is, people talking about what about everybody else? Well, the thing is that for those of you who still struggling paying off student loans, hopefully there's student loan forgiveness, and and basically it's really going to help the economy as well, because the more student loans people owe, the worse the economy is. But it shows that this billionaire, Robert Smith, has done the impossible, that, all the 2019 who graduate from college at Morehouse wouldn't have to worry about paying off student loans at all. So tell me what you think about this. Like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.